There's been no shortage of game developers who have tried to cash in on the popularity of the Naruto series, and I don't blame them. Naruto is the fourth best-selling manga series in history, selling 250 million copies worldwide in over 46 countries. Since the series has many fans, it's only natural they would want the opportunity to be immersed within the Naruto universe and experience the familiar plot points and play as their favorite characters from the series. However, there are a number of challenges that face developers when taking on this task. Not only do they need to choose the appropriate genre and console, they also need to create the proper mechanics depending on their choice. In recent years, fans of the series haven't been as fortunate to experience Naruto games that truly capture the essence of the show. Naturally, since fighting is one of the core components of the Naruto anime, a fighting game would make the most sense, and there have been countless amounts of them. However, there's one that truly stands out amongst the rest. That game is Naruto Clash of Ninja 4, or better known as Gekito Ninja Taisen 4 in Japan. The US is no stranger to the Clash of Ninja series, but this game never saw release outside of Japan. The game was released on GameCube in November of 2005, which was very late into the system's lifecycle. It's honestly a shame because I consider this game not only the best Naruto game to ever be released, but one of the most balanced fighting games out there. I'm a fighting game player at heart and have traveled all around the US for various tournaments years ago. This is the only game where I'm comfortable using a controller instead of a fight stick since the controls are so well thought out. The L and R buttons on the GameCube controller are used to sidestep on the stage with your character, as well as perform substitution jutsus when you have 75% chakra. The B button is to do normal melee attacks, the A button is to throw kunai, the X button is used to do your special, and the Y button is a magic button. You see, in this game, there's a technique called Y canceling, and this is the reason the game becomes so much fun. You have your basic combo strings, but if you have 25% chakra, you can spend it by pressing the Y button in the middle of a string to automatically cancel your recovery frames and allow you to perform new follow-up attacks that would otherwise be impossible. This gameplay mechanic alone had me in the training room for countless number of hours trying out a wide variation of different combos with all my favorite characters. Your main resource for Y canceling, performing substitution, and doing your super attack is all tied to your chakra bar, which can be built up by either dealing or taking damage. Since all these functions are tied to one bar, resource management plays a large factor. If you decide to spend all of your chakra on one super attack, then you won't have any to perform a substitution in case you get hit. This is why I dislike the newer games in the franchise. When you separate out the chakra and substitution bars, it takes away some of those strategic elements that used to be so crucial to winning. Not surprisingly, this game still has a community that attends tournaments and hosts matches over netplay. Now, you may be asking yourself, what makes this game different compared to the other Clash of Ninja games? I can answer that in one word: balance. Although there's a tier list in this game, if you're skillful enough and know when to substitute and how to maneuver around attacks, the most skillful player will always win. I honestly can't recommend this game enough. If you're a fan of the series and looking for a very solid fighting game, then give GNT4 a shot. And if you'd ever like to netplay, then feel free to shoot me a message. By the way, this game has a 3v3 mode and lets you do some crazy combos.